Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning in to episode 36. This is the episode we've so been looking forward to. This is our draft episode. And boys, I don't know if you can smell it. Can you smell it? It's in the air.
What are you, The Rock?
It's a flavor it's a smell that I haven't smelled since February. It's a smelly smell that smells smelly. And it's a smell that
Is it
reminds
cheese
us
dip?
all that
Make cheese
NFL football is back in less than 24 hours.
So it is cheese dip.
It is also cheese dip. In less than 24 hours, we will have the Texans go to Kansas City to play the Chiefs to kick off the NFL season. So with that, we are doing our podcast draft now. TJ could not join the podcast because he wanted to be a little bitch and watch hockey. And then we have the other two people who are on the draft team that we have no idea who they are. So
TJ, you're responsible for all the bashing because if you were here, you wouldn't get bashed, but you're not.
Yeah. So wait, who are the Lightning even playing?
Not the Bruins anymore, right?
Yeah, they beat the Bruins in like 5 games, which makes
They're
sense.
playing the fucking Islanders, so go Islanders. Fuck you, TJ. Fuck you, TJ. So we're gonna do our draft here. That's gonna start in about 20 minutes. Before we do that, we are going to do our weekly pick'em. Now, before I get to that, I am going to thank everybody for tuning into the Four String Sports Podcast. I forgot to do this earlier. I'm Brady with my co-hosts Mitch and Skyler. Follow us on everything.
What's up?
Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, Reddit, SoundCloud, YouTube, the fucking whole 9 yards. Today we are doing our weekly pick 'em. We're each going to pick a winner. Now, for every winner that we pick that we get correct, they get 1 point. Now, the gentlemen get to pick a 2-point underdog. The underdog has to be an underdog of more than 3 points because the home team gets a 3-point advantage solely for playing at home. So when it comes to Chicago at Detroit, Detroit's favored by 3 because it's in Detroit. So they cannot pick that underdog. And at the end of the season, whoever has the most points gets a blowjob from the other two. We haven't figured it out yet, but we will definitely figure it out.
Just like we haven't figured out what the award is for winning the fantasy football.
They get shitted on by the other two.
Right what I'm eating, you asshole!
Topical humor. Okay, so week 1, game 1, we have Houston at Kansas City. Kansas City is favored by 9 points. I really had an urge to pick this as my underdog, but I cannot. I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs to win in the opener.
Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs over the Texans. I think it's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, Chiefs. Sorry, cheese dip.
All right. So then we have Seattle at Atlanta. Atlanta is favored by 1.5 points. I am going to take the Seahawks. I just think that, especially with the addition of Jamal Adams and the fact that Atlanta has no pass rush, Seattle is going to win that game.
I'm going to pick the team with the bird to win. I have Seattle beating Atlanta as well. I'm not going to bet against Russell Wilson, and I just don't trust the Atlanta defense or the offense, especially since Todd Gurley's their running back and his knee got Thanos.
You made that joke 2 times in the last 10 minutes, so it's not funny anymore. Yeah, I'm going to go.
Recording.
I still heard it twice, so.
It wasn't for you. It was for the adoring audience.
Skyler, who are you picking?
Seattle!
All right.
Cheese dip.
Cheese dip! All right. So now we have the Jets going to Buffalo to play the Bills. Bills are favored by 6.5. I am absolutely going to take Buffalo. I do not trust what the Jets can put on the field.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Buffalo. I don't even think Josh Allen has to have a great game. The defense is going to do all the work.
Yeah, Buffalo, because their defense is scary good.
All right, next we have Chicago at Detroit. Detroit is favored by 3, but that is due to the them playing at home. I am going to take Chicago to win that game, even though Trubisky is starting.
I was about to say.
I'm actually taking them because Trubisky is starting, because Detroit's the only team Trubisky's ever done good
He
against.
plays really good in division. Other than in division, he plays like shit.
He plays really good against Detroit.
And Minnesota.
I mean, 50-50 against Minnesota. But who are you picking, Mitch?
This was a really tough one for me because they're kind of the same team, but like the strengths like are flipped. But I trust the Matthew Stafford offense over the Nick Foles or the Mitchell Trubisky offense, and that was the key factor for me. So I'm going to go with Lions over the Bears.
Not so fast. I don't know why I channeled Lee Corso there, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Chicago because I don't care what Matt Stafford has to do. His offensive line shit, and it's going up against one of the best defensive lines in the NFL. Akeem Hicks is healthy and he's back. Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky throws for 300 yards for the hell of it,
But 6 interceptions.
interceptions.
Green Bay at Minnesota. Minnesota is favored by 2.5. I'm going to take the Packers, especially since Mitch said before we recorded, Danielle Hunter is on IR. So now their only pass rush is Yannick Ngakoue. So I'm going to take Green Bay.
Yep, I think the Packers are going to have a big win here. Like Brady said, Danielle Hunter's gone, so they only have one great pass rusher, and their secondary is basically Harrison Smith, let's be honest. And their offense isn't that great either, so Packers are going to win easy in this one.
Well, Harrison Smith and the other Harrison person.
Anthony Harris?
Anthony Harris. Yeah, there's two Harrises back there, okay? And they're both relatively good at their job. But besides that, I'm going to pick Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers seems to have a chip on his shoulder, and I absolutely hate seeing Aaron Rodgers with a chip on his shoulder.
Absolutely. Now, I did also want to point out, so, like, when we did our season prediction, like, Skylar picked Minnesota to beat Green Bay week 1.
Yeah.
This is completely different. This is literally a week-by-week basis because we have no idea about injuries or anything. So this is completely different.
And a lot's happened since we did the Minnesota episode.
Yes, it has. So now we have Miami at New England. New England is favored by 6.5. Again, I really wanted to pick this as my underdog just because Fitzmagic is starting and there's so many Patriots players returning to New England to play against a Tom Brady-less Patriots. But the Patriots are returning a really good defense, and I still don't think Miami has the answer. So I'm going to pick New England, but it's a tentative pick.
All right, I'll have the balls to do what you should have done. My underdog is the Miami Dolphins over the New England Patriots.
All right.
This is a lock pick. Like this is New England over Miami.
Miami over New England. Oh.
I like the secondary for we don't know how their running backs are going to play. Their best wide receiver is just coming back from an injury. So I have to give it to New England.
All right, we got 10 minutes to get through the rest of these games, so let's crank these out. Philadelphia at Washington. Philly's favored by 6. I'm going with Philly.
Eagles.
Let's go Eagles.
All right. Vegas at Carolina. The Raiders are favored by 3. I'm going to take the Raiders.
I'm going to go with Las Vegas.
Yep, let's go. Vegas.
Vegas, baby. All right, Indianapolis at Jacksonville. Even though they're on the road, Indianapolis is favored by 8 points. I am going to take Indianapolis. Just Jacksonville cleaned house and is going to field a bad news Bears team.
Jonathan Taylor gets his first win in his first game.
You know what? This is going to be my underdog pick. Duval, let's go.
Okay, all right. He said it. Cleveland at Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 8, so that's really funny to me.
No, it's not. Baltimore's favored. Never mind. Sorry.
They think that there's the same difference between Cleveland and Baltimore as there is Indianapolis and Jacksonville, which is hilarious. So because of that, Baltimore wins week 1.
Yeah, Baltimore's too stout, so Ravens.
This was the only other game I was predicting for an underdog, and then I just couldn't do it, so Baltimore wins.
Couldn't do it. All right, we have the Chargers at the Bengals. Chargers are favored by 3 on the road. I got to stick to my guns just to piss Mitch off, and I'm going to pick Cincinnati to win.
Still having to learn your lesson, old man. I'm going to stick with my original pick, and I think the Chargers are going to overwhelm the Bengals.
As much as I loved watching Anthony Lynn in Hard Knocks, he lost both Derwin James and Mike Williams for this game. I'm going with the Bengals.
Let's go. All right, Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Now, New Orleans is favored by 3.5, which means this is my underdog pick. Tom Brady gets in his first game, gets a win against the Saints. I make the rules, which means that I get to do what I want. Tampa Bay.
At least our underdog picks were a little ballsy. Yours can actually happen.
That's why I picked.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Saints over Tampa. I just think that Tom Brady has got to figure stuff out and work out the kinks in the offense where the Saints are established. So New Orleans.
Same reason why Mitch picked New Orleans. Go Saints. Who dey? Who dat?
All right, now we have Arizona at San Francisco. San Francisco is favored by 7. I am going to pick San Francisco.
I would have respected you more if this was your underdog pick, to be honest.
Same.
But
It was originally going to be because when I wrote this, New Orleans was only favored by 3, and I was like, I can't pick them. And then today I checked it, favored by 3.5. I'm like, check. Fuck that shit.
As much as I think the Arizona's going to give this a good game, I got to give it to the 49ers just because their D-line is just too much for the Arizona offensive line.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with San Francisco too. I'm really excited to see Richard Sherman against Nuke Hopkins. That's gonna be a great battle. But I think in the end, just the stability of San Francisco against a bunch of new weapons on that Arizona team, I have to give it to San Francisco.
All right, we have Dallas at the Rams. Dallas is favored by 3 on the road. With the loss of Lael Collins to IR and the also loss of Travis Frederick to retirement, I'm going to go out on a whim, and I'm going to pick the Rams to win this game.
Would have respected you more if this was your underdog pick as well.
Yeah, I would have respected me more too, Mitch.
Yeah.
It's not over 3.
All right, so my pick is, how about them Cowboys? I think Dallas is going to win this one.
Does he get excommunicated from the Packer fandom for saying that?
Yes, he does. I'm going to kick his ass tomorrow. I'm going to shank him.
Sounds good. No, I'm going to go with Brady here. I liked seeing what the Rams are up to. I think that they got this. I think Jared Goff makes a tiny half a step forward, which is good enough. And then Aaron Donald is Aaron Donald. So, Rams.
All right, now we have 2 Monday night games. We have the Steelers at the Giants. This, to me, is an absolute no-brainer. Pittsburgh wins.
Got to go with my boy TJ Watt.
And Derek Watt.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's go with Pittsburgh.
All right, and then the last Monday night game, we have Tennessee at Denver. Tennessee is, as a road team, favored by 1.5. So, I'm still going to pick Denver to win.
I'm going with Tennessee since Von Miller's out for the year. It's just Bradley Chubb who's coming off of a year-long injury. And now that the Titans have Jadeveon Clowney to bolster the pass rush with Harold Landry, I'm going to go with the Tannehill, Derrick Henry train.
Yeah, bolster the pass rush. He's going to get him 3 sacks on the whole fucking season. Skyler?
Von Miller's out for the season. Titans win.
Yeah, boy.
All right, so we will see who gets the best of what. Most of our picks are the same, but we have just enough differences that. So that's how it is.
If they win on Sunday, I ain't letting either one of you hear the end of it.
I know you won't. So that does also, Skyler, I'm going to correct you. So if the road team is favored by more than 3, you can still pick the home team as an underdog.
Okay.
Yeah. So because the betting line is you basically can't pick the home team as an underdog if the home team. Sorry, you can't pick the road team as an underdog if the home team is only favored by 3.
Because then it's just even. Technically.
Then it's just even, and they give 3 for home field advantage. So
Oh,
we
dude.
have what do we have? We have 8 minutes, 6 minutes.
6 minutes. I'd just like to let everybody know the reason I'm so pumped for Cheese Dip is because I made it specifically because we were doing our draft tonight. I went to the store and got everything because I woke up and I was like, we need some fucking cheese dip up in here.
Need some goddamn cheese dip.
I bought a ton of soda. I bought a ton of pizzas because I was just like, I'm gonna make this an actual fantasy draft party because
we should have gotten a big whiteboard.
Just go what's that show? It's All Sunny and just
Oh, yeah.
It connects.
Or we could do it like The League with Nick Kroll.
That is one of the funniest shows that.
No, man, fuck that show. Ever since that one fucking comedian on there was fucking. Oh yeah, I was in the Twin Towers at 9/11, and then they're like, dude, you weren't working there. You weren't anywhere near fucking New York. Fuck that guy. Fuck that fucking show.
Well, no, okay. Before that
guy's
it wasn't good, or it wasn't bad.
I also until Big Mouth happened, I viscerally hated Nick Kroll.
Well, that's understandable.
Because the Kroll show?
I mean, partially, yeah. But this is a sports podcast. So we have 4 minutes to kill here. So let's touch on something we did not touch on our last episode. Steve Nash, head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And I don't know if it's true or not because I haven't been able to corroborate it. but I saw something that said that based off of his contract during garbage minutes, he can check himself in. But again, I have no idea if that's true.
Oh my God, if that's true, that's amazing.
I don't know, but the thing is I didn't realize that like people were crapping on Steve Nash because they're like, oh, it's a white guy that got hired to coach for the Nets, and then I didn't even realize this. He's been a player development coach for the Celtics for the last like 4 years.
Yeah,
So it's not like
and he was with the Warriors for a couple of years before that.
Or not Celtics, Warriors.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have the game on behind all these guys, so I've split attention. Which TJ, you could have done it. Right now.
Yeah!
Oh!
I hope the Lightning lose.
Go Islanders!
Like he was a player development coach for the Warriors for like 4 years. So it's not like he doesn't have coaching experience. He's just like, it's just nobody knew he did because he was so quiet about it.
Well, yeah, and I mean, the Nets weren't massively open on who they wanted, but from what I understood, Steve Nash was the guy that Kyrie and Kevin Durant wanted as the head coach.
Yeah.
And so I saw an interesting thing where it's like, it's not white privilege that he got hired, it's superstar privilege. It's because he's Steve Nash, and that's what the superstars wanted. It's like nobody claimed privilege when Jason Kidd got hired
or Mark Jackson
stuff like that. And that's not me saying like nobody claimed black privilege, because that doesn't exist. But players are typically hired as coaches like literally all the time. I mean, pretty much every NBA coach.
Guys, Steve
Been a
Kerr.
player.
Steve Kerr was a player for the Bulls, and when he got hired, do you know how many people went, "What the fuck?"
Steve Kerr, fucking Phil Jackson, fucking
Steve Nash tried to hire Dirk as his assistant coach.
That would have
been fun.
But he didn't want to commit to coaching right away, so understandable.
Well, no, one of my favorite things in NBA 2K is when a player retires, you can almost immediately hire them as an assistant coach, and I'm always like, yes.
Have you guys played 2K21 yet?
No, I haven't
had
touched
a chance
it.
to.
I'm not touching Madden though. I've heard horrible things about
It's
it.
dog shit. Oh my God, it's dog shit. I'm so upset at Madden. It is such
And
dog shit this year.
I had every reason to, because Nebraska is now one of the teams in the QB1 story, but now I'm not touching it because it looks exactly like Madden 20.
It's Madden 20. Madden 20 is actually a better game than Madden 21. Madden 21
worry.
is dog shit.
Don't worry, they put Colin Kaepernick as an 81 overall in this game, so it's all good now.
I saw that.
Yeah, I think it's
Motherfucker hasn't
honestly
played in 4 years.
I think it's honestly time that Madden or that NFL drops EA as their.
I agree, but instead, this is the first game EA cranks out after fucking the NFL re-signs them to a new 10-year deal. Like it's such horse shit. And it's like when you're in the face of the franchise mode, no matter what you do, unless you tell Madden who you want to get drafted by, you're going to get drafted by the Bears. No matter what you do, you're going to get drafted by the Bears.
Which is one of the things that I remember me and you
dog
because
shit.
I can't remember what year it was, but me and you were talking about it, that we were like, we miss the ability to just be drafted by a random team.
It was straight up Madden 07. Madden 07 was a baller fucking game.
Yeah.
That was so good. And just fucked it up. All right, we're at 30 seconds here, boys.
Right,
so,
ready?
Skylar, do you want to get the screen share up?
I can, and I'll also get it started. Because I start the draft, so.
All right, we'll start the draft then, motherfucker.
What do we hit, draft room?
Yeah, hit draft room.
All right, okay, draft room.
Oh, this is cool.
Everybody can see it?
Yeah.
Oh, shocker. Skylar gets the first pick.
I hit randomize. I warned you about it this morning.
Look which one you get. You get the fifth one.
You get fifth. Okay, ready, guys? Let's start it up. Confirm. Boom, boom. 2 minutes on the clock. All right. I thought about taking my time with this, but it's not even a question about who I'm picking. Number 1 overall, Christian McCaffrey. He almost broke LaDainian Tomlinson's record for most points in fantasy points in a season. Not even a question. Christian McCaffrey gets my number 1 pick.
Hold on, before I make my pick, screw you, Brady, for your name. I didn't realize that. Fuck off.
I changed that 10 minutes before we started recording.
You motherfucker.
So my original name was going to be OBJ's New Toilet, but that was taken by someone, I guess, in this, entire app somewhere. And I couldn't. I tried. I was like,
Well, you can
OBJ's
change. You
I
can
was like-
change
I was
the
gonna do,
team
like-
name.
I know. I was gonna try to change it to like OBJ's new toilet boyfriend and stuff, but there was like too many characters, so I just settled on Mitch's mom's boyfriend.
I hate you.
Well, this
All right.
morning.
All right,
Yo, go
so
ahead.
with my pick, since McCaffrey has already been taken, I think there's only one other player that's worthy of a first or second overall pick, and I got to go with the reigning Super Bowl champion, and that is Patrick Mahomes.
It drafted a
Ooh.
quarterback that quickly.
You're gonna draft a quarterback in the first round, man.
Yeah, Mahomes puts up points, baby.
Oofed. Okay.
But the thing is what was it? Last year, Lamar Jackson was like the 10th. Was like not even the 10th in the top 10 quarterbacks taken over all, and like Dak Prescott had an amazing year last year, and he wasn't. He was like the second best quarterback, and he wasn't drafted in the top 10. So quarterback is a position you can flip around.
I usually draft quarterback like third or fourth round
That's what I usually go.
because
to.
quarterbacks don't they just don't typically put up points.
If we had more people in this draft, I would think more about drafting a quarterback in the first round. But we only have 6, so
No, I agree.
I will say I was looking at
Open-toed rooster is on the clock.
best fantasy football names before this thing started, and I found Devontae's Inferno, and I just had to make all of my team names Devontae's Inferno because
That's fucking cool as shit, dude.
that was I saw that I was like, that's great. If you want to chuckle at bad puns, look up best fantasy football names. It's just ridiculous, honestly.
I don't know. I mean, it's no Jacksonville jumbo shrimp, but it's pretty good.
That's a pretty good one too. There were some other ones that I saw that made me laugh, and I can't remember.
It's no battling bathers, but it's it's pretty okay.
Yeah. I don't know if Toad Rooster is aware that our draft is live right now because I don't see a little green thing by his name.
Mitch, make sure that TJ is okay. It looks like he's on. Okay,
He's
cool.
got. I didn't know if he was
Yeah.
the Packers fan or if he was Faffy for a little bit, and then I was like, no,
No, he's Faffy.
he's Faffy. I also like that
I heard
his.
Faffy.
Because he's dumb and derpy and likes the fucking lightning.
The best part about this is he's not going to hear this until it comes out. So he's not going to realize that we're fucking shitting on him until when this comes
Time's
out.
up.
Oh, time's up.
And it's a kicker.
It's Saquon.
Oh,
It's a kicker.
it's auto draft. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Like, unless you queue it, it will just auto draft.
Oh, thank you, Elliot.
Yeah.
Boo!
Mm.
Boo!
Oh.
Who's
Mitch's
Brady?
mom, Brady's on the clock.
I'll slap
All
you
right.
if it's Burrow.
I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna go out on a massive limb here. It's gonna be such a big limb, but
Oh, you fucking
Oh.
asshole.
Why do I get shit?
Because I didn't think you would do it. Because that's the worst thing about snake draft. If you draft first, then you draft last in the next round. You're fucked, man.
well, you're fucked, Skylar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't see what this guy has to say, like who this guy drafts. So I might have to.
You can move your thing, dude.
Yeah, I'm moving it right now.
It looks like he's gonna be auto draft too. It doesn't look like he's online.
Okay, so we'll just go back that way.
Alright.
And we'll just say who he picks for 1, 2, and 3. Because this is a 15-round draft, so
Fun.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He goes first. He's 2 picks in a row.
Yeah, but once it auto drafts the first one, it just automatically auto
Oh,
drafts the second one.
thank God.
So
we
it's
don't-
not like so it's like 2 minutes and then you disable it. Because I did fantasy with this app last year too, and I really liked it. That's why I picked it.
All right, well then we have some free time to kill. Let's make this an actual episode. So, talking NBA, unfortunately the Bucks get. Oh, he drafted Michael Thomas, auto picked.
Yep. Ah, fuck.
So unfortunately the Bucks get bounced in 5. That leads to a massive question. Now that
And
I'm
he
on
takes
clock.
Travis Kelce.
Man, I don't know. Who do I take? That's a really.
Oh,
good
he's
question.
back in. Packers is live now, so
Oh,
he's in.
all right. Welcome,
All right.
welcome, Packers.
Oh, he fucking took Kelsey. You prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took Kelsey. I'm using a red Sharpie and I ran out of ink. I gotta find another fucking thing now. For my
Ooh.
cheat sheet.
Just because he gets to play against a terrible run defense in week 1.
Dalvin Cook. All right.
Ah, good
Who's Faffy 27 gonna pick?
So, question to you guys. I know that we posted in our group chat. It's been a little bit more, you know, figured out since then. But does Giannis leave the Bucks in 2021?
No. After the game, he stated several times that he's staying here. He wants to make a championship team. He's made it clear what his intentions are.
Yeah, I didn't see him leaving in the first place. He seemed, from what I knew of him, he seemed to really like Milwaukee, and he liked Milwaukee because they took a chance on him.
Oh, shit.
TJ
picked Hopkins.
Spaffy takes DeAndre Hopkins, and Open Toed Rooster takes Alvin Kamara. So 5 running backs off the board in the first.
How the fuck can you call yourself Matt Flynn, greatest of all time, and then have a fucking Tampa Bay Buccaneer?
Because I know you take the Green Bay Packer one.
Yeah, but Matt Flynn played for the Seahawks too, dipshit.
I don't like
Seattle.
Yeah, because the Brandon Bostic thing. So I hate the Seattle.
Get your own dick out of your ass.
Hey Brady, what's the score to the Celtics Raptors game? Because I can't change.
I don't know. I'm doing draft stuff. Skyler.
Well, you don't pick for a while, you asshole, and I pick next.
98-98 with 0.9 seconds left in the fourth.
Fuck. Oh. I think that's a reach, don't you?
I don't know.
I feel like that's a reach.
I don't know. I feel like it could be.
Especially, okay.
But at the same time, he's also the only receiver Green Bay has. So,
good. I'll say good on you. I'm gonna take a gamble here and take the first rookie off the board.
God damn it. Oh, okay.
And then,
really? You're going, ooh, okay.
And then who honestly should have been the first wide receiver a second wide receiver off the board. Julio Jones, man.
I thought about it. I just don't like Atlanta's situation. That's all.
He's going to get the ball no matter what. And we're doing points per reception, so that's going to help.
Skyler, at the end of regulation, 98-98.
Going to overtime.
Okay.
Like, I'll get the –
No, it's just a tie.
Fuck, damn.
Oh, how have we not talked about Daniel Theis getting roundhouse kicked to the face?
How about you talk about it once you make your fucking pick, Mitch?
Oh, shit.
How about you say his name right first, you asshole? It's Tice. He's German.
If there's one thing everyone should know about this podcast is that we don't respect the Germans.
I mean, yeah, we have an Irish, and a Polak. We don't like the Germans.
I don't really know what I am.
Just claim the Irish. It's fine. Just claim it.
I mean, it makes sense, but, who knows?
Well, okay, Brady, my mom's really Irish.
I could be Japanese, man.
That explains the eyes.
And the penis.
I feel like the best and worst. Oh, Josh Jacobs.
Okay, Mitch, you want to explain yourself there? Josh Jacobs.
I feel like he's very integral to what their offense is going to do. They got some unknowns at wide receiver, with rookie Henry Ruggs and stuff, and Waller's in there. But I feel like their focal point is Josh Jacobs, so I feel like he's going to rack up yards.
Okay, fair.
Poppy took Kittle.
Oh, he took Kittle.
God damn it. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to take a guy who's primed to have a really big season. He had a better season than the wide receivers considered better than him last year. And just like Leonard Fournette said, for the first time in his career, he has an actual quarterback.
Godwin? Yeah.
Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin.
I'll respect that.
I have
considered him.
I literally loved this guy coming out of Penn State. I thought he was a
he's
straight baller.
Chris Godwin was great. Going back to what I was going to say before TJ ruined all of our lives by picking George Kittle. I think the
and
best.
It sucks because I was gonna take Kittle with my next pick.
If he was still available when I had him, he was gone. But he wouldn't be. I knew it. Takes Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones. Yeah. I can respect it. What I was gonna say again was I think the best and worst part about us doing this draft is that I, at least personally for me, when we're doing the podcast, I'm kind of censoring myself to a degree about limiting myself to what we're talking about. Mm-hmm. But since we're doing the draft, we don't really we don't have that format.
Yeah.
So Just whatever's coming to mind is being said now. Should have
Yeah.
brought alcohol. That
Should have
would've
brought
made it
alcohol. Who did
Joe
he pick?
Mixon.
Ooh,
He takes two
okay.
running backs back to back.
Well, now that the best 2 tight ends are off the clock, I feel like I'm gonna. I want to get a good.
You have to get a tight end.
So I'm gonna go with
Hurts.
Yeah,
Zach Ertz.
that makes sense.
I felt like I had to.
Who's fat? Is he finally going to get a quarterback now? Do you think that's how
No,
he's
kicker. He's going kicker.
Defense.
Of course he's going kicker. He's a Lightning fan.
Defense.
Defense. If that asshole was here, it would have made it better.
Stop watching the Lightning game and pick.
Pick your fucking ass. Come on, man. What are you doing for the other?
We had on one of these drafts that I was a part of. This dude had the first overall pick. He drafted
Derrick Henry.
He drafted the Buffalo Bills defense with the first overall pick.
Mick Chubb was taken by Open Toad Roster, who's available now. He's in. I see the
Awesome.
green dye by his name. Everybody's in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, Mitch, come on, give us a little insight. Who are you looking at? Who are you thinking about?
Are you looking?
I'm looking at the wide receiver group.
All right. Okay.
I'm not gonna pick the poopy guy.
Oh, you going with him?
No, I'm not picking the poopy guy.
Oh.
I don't want to do Evans. Don't want to do Galladay. Fuck the Thielen. I guess I'll go with this.
Okay, fair.
Okay. Now Chris Godwin was number 12, right, last year, right?
Yeah.
For the Bucks. All right, so I'm going to take his counterpart, who is just as good as him, one of the top 10 wide receivers in the draft. We're going to go with Mike Evans. He's going to put up a lot of points.
Thought about it, but I had to pass on him.
And then after that, I need a tight end.
Mark
And you know
Andrews.
what?
Scott,
I'm looking at Baltimore. No, I don't.
Yeah, he's not a virgin.
Fuck you, man. And with that, I'm looking at Baltimore for my tight end. I'm going with Mark Andrews.
Okay, so see, I drafted Mark Andrews last year, and he was so inconsistent. I would not have drafted him probably until the 13th round.
No,
I understood you had to get one, but he's so inconsistent.
I think that he is primed for a good year this year. That's all I'm gonna say. Looking at my cheat sheet.
Looking at my cheat
Cheat
sheet.
I'm gonna go out on a
cheat sheet.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I think he's gonna thrive in year 2 in this offense.
Kenyon Drake.
Ooh, okay. I can
There's
get
one
jiggy
play-
with it.
There's one player I'm surprised that hasn't gotten picked yet.
Who is it?
Eckler.
Kenny Galladay picked by Open Toad Rooster. Who's Spoffy gonna pick?
I'm hesitant to pick Eckler because of the whole quarterback situation.
Yeah, but I still think he's gonna get some yards. But the thing is, again, the running backs that thrive the best in this league are the ones that are good in the passing game too.
Speaking of running backs, what are your guys' thoughts about Leonard Fournette to Tampa?
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that, have we?
Oh, we did.
I think it makes Tampa a 9-7 team instead of an 8-8 team.
I don't think it does anything for the. I think
I don't
it
think
gives
it does
him.
anything for him either.
I think. Oh, late. Ooh.
Oh, yuck.
Ooh. Ooh. Would you
TJ,
take
baby, what you doing?
Would you take an Eckler over Bell?
Would I have?
Yeah, I would have.
Absolutely, I would have.
And then Austin Eckler gets.
And he doesn't.
And then you take. You fucking asshole.
I do like Austin Eckler.
Miles Sanders.
That was the other one I'm surprised hadn't been picked yet.
What I like about both halfbacks that I've drafted is that both of them are going to get
James
solid
Conner.
yards
He's
through the
4
air
running
and
backs
on the
in.
ground. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he is.
Packers fans got 4 running backs. I think he's pretty
Dude,
set
pick a
now.
wide receiver or a quarterback.
He's
My
got the
God.
best wide receiver. He's fine.
Oh, okay. Now this is difficult because I want a wide receiver, but I don't trust Adam Thielen, and I don't want Poopy Pants McGee on my team.
I mean,
And
there's
I
still some good wide
don't
receivers
want to
there.
draft Allen Robinson.
He's a good. Is it because he's a Bears player? Is that the only reason?
Well, I don't trust the quarterback situation.
But he's even then he
So-
wasn't the number 1 wide receiver going in, and he still did great.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. This is a really big limb.
Okay, I respect it.
I get it.
Ooh, he picked Watson.
Oh, he finally picked a quarterback.
Yeah, he picked your boy.
Turd ball.
No, I have to get one. I don't have
Turd
one yet.
Ferguson.
I just hope Open Toad roster is not thinking of the same. Rooster is thinking of the same thing as me. Because I need a quarterback too.
I swear to God, Skyler, if you pick Tom Brady, I'm going to.
Oh, God, no. We talked about this beforehand. Every year I pick Tom Brady, he has a horrible season.
Okay, then pick Tom Brady.
No. No!
Nah.
Even though I don't root for the Buccaneers, I still want him to succeed. Why is my phone telling me now that they went in? Keenan
Oh,
Allen.
Keenan Allen. Okay.
That's a good.
That's a solid pick.
I respect that.
Nothing in the tight end group. That's really.
See, now I'm wondering if I want to what. I mean, I have two solid wide receivers, but do I want another one right now?
Well, remember, you do get that flex position, so.
Yeah. Well, and and just to let everybody know, we're in our format is one quarterback, two running backs, two wide receivers, a tight end, two flexes, a kicker, and a defender. So we have that extra flex position that usually goes to a wide receiver.
Cool. Rock on, bro.
Yeah.
Just realized I need to be aware of bye weeks.
Yeah, bye weeks are a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that this thing doesn't show. Oh, wait, yes, it does.
Yeah, it does
Yeah.
after the team name.
Oh, I got lucky. I got nobody on multiple buys. Okay, cool.
I have both my running backs and my wide receivers. I have one on 10 and one on 13. This isn't looking good for me. All right, hey Mitch, tell us your thought process here. Come on, man.
I'm looking at my flex position. I don't know if I should pick a running back or wide receiver. I'm just kind of going over my options right now.
Just so everybody knows, you don't have a tight end yet either.
Yeah, but there's really nobody. I mean, they're saying Waller or Gronk's the first two options, and I don't like either one. So I'll probably just wait.
I'm going to
Get my
drop
point.
those guys just to spite you.
Get my points elsewhere.
Not if I get there first, you asshole.
15 seconds, Mitch.
All right. I think he'll have a rebound year
Okay.
Smith.
with Big
Fair.
Ben back.
I need a quarterback.
Isn't it easy for quarterback? I mean, who's left?
I'm gonna go with this guy. 'Cause
Really?
he-
Oh.
I think that's fair. I think he's going to put up. I think he's going to put up pretty good numbers this year.
having Ezekiel Elliott out of the backfield and one of the best wide receiver cores in the NFL.
It's gotta
I
be
think
the
he'll
best.
Really good. And then
Yeah,
just
but
despite,
Skyler, you got to watch out for Week 10 because you're going to have Edwards, Hilaire, Julio, and Dak all on the bench so far.
true, but I'll figure that out later. Because right now, I just want to spite Mitch.
No, okay. I don't know how that spites me. I didn't want to.
Because now you don't get one of the better tight ends in the league.
I'll find a slipper pick. I'll find a slipper pick.
It could be worse for you, Mitch. You could be a Tampa Bay Lightning fan.
All right, I'm gonna go through some notables that haven't been picked up yet.
All right, I'm gonna go with my first rookie as well.
What are you going with? Jonathan Taylor, nice. Okay, that was one of them that I was about to say.
Okay.
Some
You're gonna
notables.
The only halfback that's been picked so far that's not the starting halfback on his team.
True.
I just think that he's in a great situation. You know, Brady, you love that offensive line,
I do.
and I think Taylor offers more potential and stuff than Mac. And I feel like he could upsert him as the starter. And once he's a starter in that offense, I think we could see like Wisconsin Jonathan Taylor.
Okay, so
Oh, Faffy Big Poopy Pants!
Poopy pants.
All
that
right,
was
so
another one.
I am
I was
going to
not-
draft my first rookie. This is, I love what they bring to the table. I think they work really well
No,
The San
okay.
Francisco 49er defense.
Yeah, I know. It was
Okay.
a joke. It was a joke.
Okay, just making sure.
Ha ha ha.
Okay, so yeah, some notables that haven't been drafted yet, because every time I say it, somebody gets drafted.
Oh, DJ Moore.
DJ Moore just got picked up. Allen Robinson is still available. AJ Brown is still available. Calvin Ridley just got picked. Amari Cooper, Cooper Kupp. Stephon Diggs is still on the board.
Yeah, but you got to remember their quarterbacks.
True, you
Kyler.
do. Some non-quarterback players, Todd Gurley and Melvin Gordon are still available. Kareem Hunt,
Who just signed an extension?
true. Mark Ingram.
Can I make my pick now?
Well, you could have this entire time.
Okay, well you were
Who wants
talking.
to explain it?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
So I'm drafting this guy solely for my flex position because I feel like now that he's going to have a full season under his belt instead of just 8 games on a bad team,
Oh,
I'm going to go with
Ooh.
Kareem Hunt. I feel like,
I thought we were going a different place.
yeah, Antonio Brown.
Kyler.
Kyler?
I thought
Murray?
you were gonna pick. Yeah, I thought you were gonna pick Kyler Murray.
Why?
What do you? That wouldn't make sense with me saying a full season instead of 8 games.
I didn't remember how many games he started, and you said bad team, so
I think Kareem Hunt is going to put up a nice mix of running and receiving. And as a halfback, you get more of an incentive for catches than you do actually running the ball. So I'm
TJ
gonna
picked
take-
Allen Robinson.
Not surprised.
Ooh, he's going to have week 11 for TJ. He's going to be out Kittle, Le'Veon
Bell.
Bell, and Allen Robinson.
Oh,
Rob Gronkowski
Robinson-
off the board.
Ooh,
All right. I think I'm gonna follow suit from Brady's last pick.
Oh, nice defense.
I'm surprised you didn't pick him, Brady.
They have a tendency to get gashed over the top, especially in their corner position still is not very solid. So I love Pittsburgh. I think that they're going to play well, but then like when we look at some of their matchups against like let's even say Baltimore, that's not going to be a good week for Pittsburgh. I also they don't have a massive propensity to force turnovers, and that's where I like San Francisco a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, but we could see what Fitzpatrick does with the full year in that offense or defense.
True.
With my first pick.
It's more like your
hopefully-
eighth.
Fuck you. I'm gonna go with this guy because I think he will be able to do more in both the running and the passing game than the other two options.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, I can respect it. I'm not happy.
And then following the trend of hosts picking up defenses, the only other good defense available. Where's it at? Bam.
That doesn't look like the
Ooh.
Green Bay Packer defense.
I was gonna say. I mean, over Buffalo.
On
How many
just
people-
on just the ability to create turnovers.
But with how many people they lost over
But
Buffalo?
their secondary is still the best in the league.
But the pass rush now this year has massive question marks.
and the linebacking core.
Yeah.
But I'm going with Patriots.
Okay. All right, bud.
Mm.
I think that they
Homer
they
over
create,
common sense.
what?
I said Homer over common sense.
Oh no, I think that they're one of the better defenses in the league, and I think as a
I-
unit, and their special teams is pretty good too. Matthew
Yeah.
Slater's returning.
End of overtime. Still tied 106-106. We're
Sounds
going
good.
into OT2.
Sounds good. Okay, let's go. Since we're about halfway through the draft, a little over. What's the surprise pick so far for you guys?
Across everybody,
Yeah.
I would actually say, Skylar, I'd give it to you. I'd say Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think that it's ballsy to draft a rookie like that in such a key position as running back too. But I also understand it because you do have Christian McCaffrey to fall back on. So if I had to go with another one, then I'd say Mitch taking Josh Jacobs. His halfback position to me doesn't look fantastic, but I think he's got a good mix between the three of them.
Tyler Lockett selected by Mitch. What was your thought process there?
I just think that he kind of emerged as himself as the number one wide receiver, and he put up some decent yardage. So I'm excited to see what he can do now that fuck, why can't I think of his name? The rookie wide receiver, DK Metcalf. I'm excited to see what DK Metcalf and him can do since he's in year 2 now.
Wait, did anybody else just see that TJ picked the Indianapolis defense?
I did see that. I did.
What the fuck is he thinking? Like
He's had 4 bad picks.
All right, so I am now looking at the wide receiver position. I want to try to make sure I'm not doubling up on buys. My 2 guys have buys on week 13 and week 6. There's a lot of good guys to pick from here. I got DJ Shark, who had a pretty good season. Devontae Parker, but he's questionable. Same with A.J. Brown. But I'm going to go with I'm going to go with a guy who put up some really good numbers, especially after the number 1 wide receiver was traded to San Francisco. I'm going to pick Cortland Sutton.
that's a good one. I can respect that.
I like what he brings to the table for Denver. I like I like the fact that now he's going to get help with Noah Fant being a lot better, and the rookie wide receivers in KJ Hamler and Jerry Jeudy. I think it's going to open it up for him, as well as being in year 2 with Drew Lock. So I'm going to pick Cortland Sutton.
Okay, and just to let you know, we're heading into round 10, and we still don't. 2 teams still don't have quarterbacks.
Yeah, interesting.
People we don't know.
Want to scroll down? I can't scroll down.
Skyler, there's that little down arrow.
I'm hitting it. Look, hitting it. Nothing.
Whatever. It'll take us to the next row, I'm assuming. Wait, can you just...
Well. I don't know what's happening. One sec. I can't see if there's a scroll bar. What's happening?
Move the thing. Oh, hey, cool. I just figured out how to get it on top. Thanks. Okay. Oh, my pick. All right.
Yep.
So I feel like I'm pretty solid at the halfback position. I feel like I'm
There you go.
pretty
It's a little
solid
smaller, but
at the
it
wide
works.
receiver position. So I'm going to be looking now on the off chance that maybe I get a favorable matchup on a certain week. And I'm going to pick – oh, this is tough.
Also, David Johnson got picked up too,
No, I can't.
and Todd Gurley.
How much time do I have? I've still got a minute.
Yuck.
Packers
Oh.
4-2-3 has picked 6 running backs, and he still doesn't have a quarterback.
All right, well, I'm going to dip into the tight end position, and I'm going to go with
Jared Cook.
Okay.
it was
He's
a toss-up with me between him and Austin Hooper, especially in the new play-action system.
TJ picked up Mark Ingram.
I know it's 2 picks until my turn. Mitch, you
Now,
still
there
not.
is still some really good quarterbacks on the list here. I mean, we still have Russell Wilson. We still have Kyler Murray, Drew Brees, Tom Brady. All of those guys are still available.
Josh Allen just from his ability to run.
But again, a propensity to not throw any touchdowns. And unless he's going to pick up 60 yards rushing, it's not going to make up for that, you know?
Oh, Cooper Kupp.
True, but I'm thinking about rushing touchdowns.
All right, I'm going to take my first big gamble.
Cooper Kupp got picked up too.
Brady Russell.
He's been hurt a lot, but I think he could have a rebound year this year.
Hunter Henry.
That was a toss-up for me too. But
you needed a tight end, bud.
But my thing was he's been hurt a lot and rookie quarterback or Tyrod Taylor, you know, so I'm not –
Well, Tyrod Taylor's the starter to start off, so.
Yeah, but he was the starter in Cleveland too, and we saw how quickly that devolved.
Okay.
What do you mean? You've been pounding the drum for Tyrod Taylor this whole podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Just over.
Over fucking Henry. Not Henry.
Herbert.
I was like, why can none of us think of his name?
Herbert.
I need a wide receiver that's not playing in weeks 10 or 13. I haven't picked one since the 4th round. So you know what? I'm gonna take the best wide receiver that's still on the board.
Fair enough.
Okay.
And then I still am light on wide receiver. Let's see. Just trying to see who's available. You know what? No, he's the same week. Fuck. This is hard. I'm trying to see if he's still available.
Yeah, I mean, now that we're in the last 5 rounds,
Oh,
here,
you
this is
picked him
where it
up.
gets difficult.
Wait, did you pick up Amari Cooper?
A while ago, bro.
Yeah, I know. I see it now.
55 seconds.
Yeah, I need another wide receiver. I'll go with him.
Robert Woods, yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna pick up an insurance policy for myself.
Oh. So, Mitch with 2 quarterbacks while 2 teams still have 0.
Oh, one guy finally got a quarterback.
Russell Wilson.
Why did you pick Kyler Murray over Russell Wilson?
I like Kyler Murray's protection just a little bit more, and Kyler Murray has more weapons in Kenyon
True.
Drake and the wide receiver position, and their tight end position is probably better than what Seattle has.
Higher propensity to run also.
True.
Definitely.
All right.
TJ took Austin Hooper.
Hooper.
I thought about him, but I just think the weapons in Cleveland's really crowded, so I don't know how many touches he's going to get.
That's the same reason why I haven't gone with Landry.
Yeah.
Okay, who do you think is going to take is Brady going to take the first kicker off the board?
He took the first defense, so why not?
No, I'm not gonna gamble that bad with it. Now this is difficult because I feel like I also have to pick up an insurance policy. And if I'm going to pick up an insurance policy, then I'm going to pick
I know
up
where this is going.
the guy who is going to give me a really nice discount double check on it.
Rogers, discount double check.
I thought about that. I honestly thought about it. Because you know what? There might be somebody later in the season that needs a quarterback due to injury or something. And if you have him available, you might get something nice for that.
I also like it because Green Bay, 2 of their last 3 weeks are at home. And
Yeah.
Rodgers in Lambeau in December plays really well. So
Oh, Matt Ryan's taking off. Before Tom Brady, Carson Wentz, Cam Newton.
1, 2. All right. I've got 2 tight ends. I've got 3 halfbacks. I've got 3 wide receivers. I'm feeling pretty confident, but I'm going to go with a little bit of an underdog, especially because he's no longer on a special teams contract.
Okay.
Okay. I was looking at him too. Oh, Cam Newton.
Cam.
Oh,
Cam.
I don't think I've picked anybody who has the same bye week.
T.Y. Hilton. Okay.
Oh, well, Cortland Sutton and Lamar Jackson, but that's it. Well, Zach Ertz and Kareem Hunt too, but I got backups for them, so
Yeah.
I'm kosher.
Okay. Mitch, you're up.
Yeah, I'm looking.
He's going to draft a kicker. He's going to draft a kicker.
Is he going to be the first kicker?
He's going to go with Eddie
No.
Pinheiro for the Chicago.
Isn't he on IR?
Yeah.
And they don't have a kicker yet.
No, I think they re-signed Cairo Santos.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Skyler, 110, 108, 240 left in double overtime. Boston on top.
Fuck yeah.
And Smart just hit the deck hard.
Oh no.
He got hit on a pick and roll, and he's still on the ground. Oh, now he's getting up. Who got hit with that foul? Was that Anunoby? Yeah, Anunoby did.
Noah Font.
Oh, okay. I can respect it. But, Mitch, right now, by far, your worst position is your tight ends.
That's all right. The other positions will make up for it.
I don't know. With the gamble of Juju Smith-Schuster, I don't know if they will.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna keep trusting rookie running backs. I don't know why.
That is not the rookie running back I would have taken. That is not the rookie running back. No, J.K. Dobbins.
Yep.
I would have taken J.K. Dobbins, man.
No, Cam Akers is gonna get a shit ton of work. Fuck. There was another running back I was looking at, and I completely forget who it was. You know what? This guy's going to get probably a lot of work where he's at. Probably the only shining spot on this team's offense. Having another wide receiver wouldn't hurt. So let's go with him.
Oh, God damn it. No, it wasn't that. It was something else that I was looking at here. I was like, I should pick up another defense, and I was gonna pick up Buffalo's, but they have the same bye week as San Francisco, so it does me no good. Oh, that's so upsetting.
Oh, first kicker off the board.
Mitch, this is why your mom loves me more than you.
Whatever, take defense in what, round 5?
Best defense off the board, baby.
Nah, I'm the one who took the best defense.
No, Pittsburgh's the best defense.
Pittsburgh is what kind of shit are you guys smoking?
Best defense, just
that's what Krista told me.
Best defense off fantasy wise, Pittsburgh.
No, San Francisco was projected more points.
Oh, open-toed rooster took the Bills.
That's fine. I couldn't draft the Bills anyway.
Just because they're projected more points doesn't mean they'll actually hit more points.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
Mahomes was projected
San Francisco doesn't have to play Baltimore twice a year.
True.
San Francisco didn't give up fucking 34 to New England on opening night.
True.
All right. Well, now I feel like I gotta hop on the bandwagon a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm not
Fuck
sure.
You. Just don't take the one I want to take.
I don't trust Zerline. He had a bad season last year. I'm gonna go with Lutz.
Fuck you. God damn it.
Oh, there's still a good one for you, Skyler.
Yeah, but I feel like somebody's gonna get him before I do.
DJ Shark do 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 do
DJ Shark.
DJ Shark. Oh, Carson Wentz.
All right, so now I'm not only gonna take the best defense, but I'm gonna take in my mind the second best defense.
That's a good one.
I forgot they were still on the board.
That's because everybody else has drafted shitty defenses.
Except me.
No, that's including you.
Oh,
no.
He took the guy I wanted for you to get for kicker.
That's who I was looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not up yet, so we're good. Stephon Diggs board. That took longer than I thought it would.
121, 117 Toronto with 38.8 left.
Fucking god damn it.
I think they might rebound this year.
I still need a kicker.
Faffy took Stephon Diggs. I'm surprised he lasted this long. But again, Josh Allen has a cannon, but he just cannot complete a long pass to save his life.
Maybe he'll do better in Dallas this year.
See, again, he struggled so bad at that 32 to 49 yard range.
I'm not picking you or Gonzalez or Prater or any of the other guys that are available right now.
I mean, I almost picked Young Ho just because his name is Young Ho.
I was looking at Fairbairn, but I was like, nah. And then
With
because
his last pick of the draft,
I need a backup quarterback.
Phillip Rivers, Joe Burrow. Do
Tom
it.
Brady.
Yeah!
Oh, you fucker.
If he has the year we're thinking he can, I don't know why not. He's my backup. Anyway, he'll only play 1 week.
All right, I think I'm going to rectify one of Skylar's
Ooh.
mistakes.
Ooh, but Skyler, week 10, the game you're going to have to put him in, they play Pittsburgh.
Fuck. I'll be fine. It'll be fun. Because by then I might trade him and get somebody else.
Ooh,
J.K.
All right.
Dobbins.
This was a guy who made Gilly look bad towards the end of the season. He's finally living up to first-round potential.
Chris Hogan.
Oh, another reason why I didn't pick up J.K. Dobbins is he has the same bye week as Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, but you had other halfbacks you could have played with.
But Cam Akers is going to get a lot of touches.
And now with the last pick on the draft, they go, okay, so he
3 quarterbacks, wow.
he drafted no defense
Or kicker.
or kicker.
Running backs and quarterbacks, baby.
I guess he's just going to have guys
Right.
right in the, that's odd, but okay.
And
gonna start
one tight end.
I'm going to start setting my lineup. I don't know about you guys.
Well, I mean, let's just look through this. Let's look through this, and let's say picking besides yourself, who do you feel has the strongest lineup?
All right, strongest lineup. Looking through it. You know what? This is kind of crazy, but I'm gonna say TJ actually. Having Ezekiel Elliott, Nuke Hopkins, George Kittle, and Deshaun Watson. Those guys will all put up points. Especially because we're doing point per reception. TJ's looks really good, honestly. Like the first probably 5 out of the first 6 picks, I think I really like.
Yeah, but I think TJ's going to struggle in a couple of aspects. Did he draft another quarterback?
Yeah, he did. He picked up
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
I think he's going to struggle in a couple of aspects. I don't think Le'Veon Bell is going to be the Le'Veon Bell of old. I had him on my fantasy team last year, and it was bad, and the Jets didn't do a ton to revamp that offensive line. I'm not a big fan of his wide receiver core, especially because he's going to have Stephon Diggs, Allen Robinson, Le'Veon Bell, and George Kittle all on the same bye week.
True.
And that's going to be really tough. I think Deshaun Watson is a good pickup. I'm going to say strongest roster in my mind goes to a guy who's not even a part of the show, man. Open-toed Rooster.
He's looking really good, actually.
Saquon, Nick Chubb, and Alvin Kamara, and then he gets a good plethora of wide receivers who may not put up touchdowns, but will put up receptions. If Gronk can stay healthy, that's a good pickup. And then Russell Wilson at quarterback, and then picked up a nice little insurance policy in T.J. Hawkinson. And the Bills' defense is strong. I would probably say open-toed Rooster there. He's got a pretty good lineup.
I'll probably have to go with the host of the show, Brady Russell.
Give me Mitch's mom's boyfriend. Thank you very much.
Getting Lamar Jackson, who's going to put you up points. Delvin Cook, Austin Eckler, Kareem Hunt, Raheem Morris. They'll get you some points. Then picking Godwin over Evans was probably the smart choice.
Yeah.
Just because he's emerging as the better wide receiver at this point. And DK Metcalf could be, a diamond in the rough for him fantasy-wise. And then obviously getting the 49ers defense and Will Lutz as a kicker and Ravens defense, shores up weaker points for him. So I think Brady did a pretty good job.
Yeah, when it came to the Chris Godwin thing, I came down to the thought process of who's going to be considered the number one guy. So who's going to get covered by the number one corner, and that's Mike Evans.
Yeah.
And I think that Mike Evans is a great wide receiver, but he's not Randy Moss, where Tom Brady will throw it to him no matter what. And I think Chris Godwin is just going to fill in a ton of roles. I think his touchdowns are going to hurt with Gronk being there, especially in red zone, where he was really good last year. Godwin was, but now that Gronk is there, I think that's going to hurt him a little bit. But again, I mean, we talked about Tampa's really, even with the addition of Leonard Fournette, is not going to have a great run offense, and it's just going to open up that passing game, and I think Godwin is going to live through that. So that is our very, very brief fantasy football episode. We did our picks. All of us are picking Kansas City to win. We are going to crank out another episode here on Saturday. And on Saturday, we've got our What's List, which is our favorite sports celebrations. We are going to be finally talking about college football. We had a couple of games. Navy did not practice how to tackle, and it showed. And other stuff like that. But the college football season is right around the corner here. We're going to break down the big three conferences who are playing: SEC, ACC, and Big 12. We're going to talk about our top three teams from those conferences. Then we're going to talk about NBA a lot more in depth. The Raptors and the Celtics are ending just as we speak here. It looks like the Raptors will force a Game 7. It is 125-122 right now, with a half second left, half second left in the second overtime here. Raptors on top, but the Celtics. Let's just keep it here for a minute, just to go through this, and then we'll also be able to break down Game 4 of probably Game 4 and Game 5 of Clippers versus Nuggets. We will have. The Lakers took a 2-1 lead over the Rockets, and we'll have another game for that there. So there's definitely a lot of interesting NBA stuff to break down. And then we'll also just continue. We'll talk about the NBA teams who are eliminated. Who do we think has the best chance going forward? And we will preview at that point, we'll have our Eastern Conference final set up. It'll be Heat versus whoever, because the Game 7 of this series will be on Friday, correct? I think.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is coming out of quarantine Friday at noon. He hasn't been evaluated by team officials. Yeah, it looks like Kyle Lowry got called for a foul there.
Yeah, so we'll keep it here. Clippers on top of the Nuggets, 24-9 so far.
Oh, never mind. It looks like Raptors have the ball with 0.7 left.
Oh, no, it looks like maybe Jaylen Brown got called for an over-the-bag foul. That's what
he probably did. Now. I think it's final.
Yep, so after second overtime, the Raptors force a Game 7 after being down 2-0 in that series. So we will see if the 2 seed in the East can survive after the 1 seed went down in 5. We appreciate everybody.
Talk about that.
We're going to have to talk about it. We appreciate everybody for tuning in here to this episode, our little preview episode 36. And then we will have our episode 37 will come out. Follow us on everything: Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, SoundCloud, Reddit, YouTube, the whole 9 yards. Email us your guys' thoughts, fourthstringsp@gmail.com, fourthstringsp@gmail.com. Boys, any closing thoughts?
Real quick, I'm just going to go through the league to see who we have our first week matchups against, just so we know.
Cool.
I am going up against Open-Toed Rooster. Currently, I'm favored by 2 points. Brady is going up against Packers 423, currently favored by 10 points.
Woo!
And
I got
Mitch and TJ go up against each other. TJ is currently favored by 7 points.
Oh, Mitch, it was nice knowing you. Should have drafted Joe Burrow, Mitch.
So we will see. We'll keep you updated. I'll keep you guys updated on how our fantasy league's going. Throughout, like after every Sunday, I'll tell you who's doing good, who's doing shit, and continually giving TJ grief until. Because TJ, I just like to point out, I was able to do the draft, make my commentary, and continuously watch the Celtics game this entire time. Except for that last, 5 minutes.
All right.
So, yeah.
Fuck you, TJ. Go Islanders. So, with that being stated, everybody have a great night. And thanks for tuning in to episode 36 of the Fourth String Sports podcast.